everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Flacco's Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's Bell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On second down, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Green, the tight end, in motion. Here's the former Bronco. It's C.J. Anderson with his first carry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Check. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. At scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They go screenplay to Langford. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
This is Langford. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Langford again. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Left. Strike 20. 2.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They'll go again with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Binds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now it's 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Carl Davis in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Some things you just accept as fact in the NFL, and one that is true, the Baltimore Ravens are going to attack you on defense and create turnovers and takeaways. Their secondary had 18 interceptions in 2016.
And that was tied for the most in the league. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Open space inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the 2nd quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
All right, here we go.
The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Anderson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a big open.
Jeremy Langford, the one he was trying to get it to. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Ben to throw again. being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Second down following the run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Collins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
That's it, baby.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. He'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
In motion, left goes Crabtree. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 7-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right, and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Now Anderson running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Looking to throw to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jonathan Bostic able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. He'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long, and he motions the wide receiver.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll drop to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the return will stop right around the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Back to throw. This one complete right side to McDonald. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's back to throw. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. To throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 45 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Baltimore, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.